What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Confederacy of Dunks, the game
The
show.
game show.
We're a game show. We're a badass game show.
We're a
Always
badass game
have
show.
been.
Always been the most badass game show of all time.
Yeah, we're like Dog, the bounty hunters.
We're like two Dog the Bounty Hunters hosting a basketball themed game show.
You got it. I am Freddie Rivas with Raptors Republic. Here with my buddy, friend, neighbor, and producer Andy Hull. Andy, what's up?
What's happening, everyone? It's deep playoff time. We had some
Deep playoff
unexpected exits.
Mhm.
Am I right
That's
about
right.
that? My bracket's all messed up.
Mine's not that messed up yet, but you know what? We can chat a little bit about that. But I want to introduce our guests, both returning. This is like back-to-back returnings for this pod, so it's like I think that this is good. We're getting into the we're getting into the trivia heavies. We got Chris Walder and Steve Cooke. What's up, dudes?
Hello. Thanks for having me.
Hello. Happy to be back. I'm shocked I was asked to come back.
Don't claim
noticed-
trivia heavy. I
Yeah.
don't claim that.
Yeah, you set the
I
bar
love
too
to
high.
know
I don't
when-
remember how bad I
Trivia
did last time.
As soon as I said trivia heavies, I'm like, that was an accidental burn on my friends. Well, before we jump into before we jump right into the trivia, maybe we should talk a little playoff ball. I'll say this: a friend of the podcast, Matt McCready, gets people to do a bracket and fill out the bracket at the beginning of the before the playoffs. Every time I tell people my finals prediction, I feel like I'm getting a lot of shit, and to me, it sort of made sense. But I don't know. I think like people are. We'll see what you guys think. So my finals prediction was Cleveland beating Denver in 6. Is that like outrageous? Because I feel like that's the reaction I'm getting.
Well, I think everyone is just OKC Boston. I think if you don't say OKC Boston, it's like outrageous. Just
Right.
because they're like the or at least not having one of the two. I think that's what's crazy about you.
Maybe it is. Maybe I'm an idiot.
No.
No, I don't think
teams.
it's.
I don't hate that.
No, I don't hate it either. But the thing is that you got to have something kind of different in a bracket, right? If you're going to bracket, you got to have some differentiation. You can't just be picking the highest seed every time, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it is. So I with you, Freddie. I can't. I'm looking up what I picked for mine because I can't remember. Hang on. I'll get back to you guys in a second. I'll tell you what mine was.
Well, before the season even started, my bold prediction, and it's still technically on the table, although I don't feel confident about it at all, was coming off the WNBA finals and the blockbuster trade between the two teams. I thought New York versus Minnesota was a legit possibility. And I don't think it's going to happen any longer because New York is going to play Boston, and it's a horrible matchup for them. They got decimated during the regular season. But just aesthetically and just optically, considering just what those two teams have been through, for them to ultimately get to the finals and play each other would be one of the more intriguing matchups for me. But now if you were just to like hold a gun to my head, yeah, Boston and OKC, but I would love to see Cleveland or Denver or even Indiana had a great showing today in game 1.
I was boring. I did pick OKC Celtics, but it's
Same.
how you get there that's more interesting to me because I thought Pistons were definitely beating the Knicks, and I'm like the only person in the world who thought that. I think, because I was hearing all this stuff, and like they ended up being right. Obviously, Knicks won, but like I just liked the scrappiness of the Pistons. I thought that like the Knicks always seemed kind of like we're relying way too much on Jalen Brunson. Like we're kind of discombobulated as a team. You know what I mean? Like it feels kind of like it's a bunch of like shiny gears that don't quite work properly together. You know, like that's the Knicks to me. And I just thought, man, the young hopeful upstarts, the Detroit Pistons could come in there and do it. And they gave a run for their money, I think. But yeah.
Well, based on the end of that last game, like that is the exact assessment though. Like they were lucky that Brunson was hitting ridiculous shots and Detroit was giving them a huge run. So it could have happened.
It could have happened.
You were right on.
3 of their wins were by 3 points or less. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That series could have easily been in Detroit's favor, even more so.
Yeah, the inexperience I think did show, but in those crunch time minutes, I think is where you lose some of that. But like, hey, it was a close one, and I also I'm like big on the Pacers. I think the Pacers
Nice.
for this run, I thought
They
Pacers
look great.
were like they could be another conference final with Boston and
Rick
Indiana,
Carlisle,
so.
baby.
I tweeted this out too. Sorry to cut you off. I just wanted to say, like, this playoff feels like kind of like the unofficial changing of the guard in the NBA. Like Kevin Durant's Suns were not even in the equation. LeBron bows out early. Curry could be gone in another couple of hours in Game 7 against the Houston Rockets. Like OKC, obviously Boston's the defending champions. Like Indiana, like a lot of young superstar talents. Anthony Edwards and Minnesota. Like this new era of basketball, it's coming in, man.
Yeah, Rockets. Like if the Rockets end up beating Golden State, that's going to be such a the Rockets for all the like, hey, you should tank and build your franchise. Folks who sort of like use OKC as an example, and with conveniently not really including Shea via trade. The Rockets is the team that they should be highlighting because the Rockets did do that. And their veteran, their acquisitions are Fred and Dylan Brooks. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like their team really is like, and they never got a first overall pick, and they just sort of like, they just kind of patiently racked up a bunch of drafts and like have hit enough times, and there's a lot of good going on there. Here's my logic with Denver, Cleveland. The Denver thing is, I don't know. There's something about this team where it's like they're not the type of team that will beat you in 4 or 5 games. Like they're just like you just play 7-game series somehow. Like I don't know, but they're a well-oiled machine, and I think what we saw. I'm not surprised with the way that OKC dealt with Memphis, but I will be surprised if OKC can handle Jokic and the Nuggets in that way. Like I don't think the Nuggets are built to be handled that way. I don't think Jokic is built to be handled that way. I think there's a good chance that, as much as he doesn't care, but I think there's a good chance that Shea gets presented with the MVP award during that series, and Jokic does one of those classic, like, no, I'm the best. Watch this. Like, I think there's a chance that we see that. And then Cleveland, I sort of like my own logic with not picking the OKC. I've like betrayed my own logic to pick Cleveland because OKC is this like huge, amazing juggernaut that like had their like, okay, they're battle tested last year and they got eliminated. That kind of happened to Cleveland last year. Like they weren't a juggernaut, but it was like their first dose of the playoffs. And then they really shored up. Like that team is very, very deep. That Cleveland team is absolutely stacked. Like they have a lot of young talent, and their bench is deep. And
they need Garland for game 2, though, because if tonight is any indication, they could be in trouble with the Pacers for sure.
Yeah, the Pacers. I did not account for the Pacers looking this good.
Well, don't forget the Pacers run last year, right? I mean, like that's going to give them a lot of
and that was with
for that crew.
Sorry,
go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was going to say, and that was with a Halliburton who was like, remember he had that like insane first half of the year, and then he kind of got injured and he never fully came back. Like Halliburton seems like he's cooking at the right time.
Yeah, and also he got that thing of being most overrated player. Like if you don't think that's fuel, that your fellow players in the league think you're the most overrated, like I really think it is. And
he was like a hanger on at the Olympics.
Yeah. It's like, okay, no, this is his team too, right? So like, I don't think they got it to beat the Celtics, but I think they get past the Cavs. I do.
Also, listen. Zoom into the poster in my room, if in my basement, if you must.
Hold on. Enhance.
That's Siakam. Okay, that's Siakam.
Yeah.
Game 5 in Milwaukee. There's a massive dunk to say, to
I love that. It's a different moment that like isn't the Kawhi shot that you have blown up.
Okay.
But
The story
It's not even the most. It's not even like the second most memorable moment from that series. But again,
Absolutely
I
not.
do like that though. I do like. I'm with
I
you.
respect that.
This is what happens
Yeah.
when you have a lot of brothers. Okay. I
Yeah,
told the story in the pod before, but
Yeah.
a friend was giving out posters, and my brother Miguel got the Kawhi dunk dish off from Kyle in this series, and then my brother Thomas got the Kawhi shot, and they were like, "Oh, do you want a poster too?" I'm like, "Fuck yeah, I want a poster." And anyway, so I got this one, which is a big moment. If you ever watch that game, this dunk is a huge moment. There's no way you can really zoom in, but the absolute, this is the the Bucks hadn't lost in the playoffs, and then this was their, or at least in the series, I think. But this was their third loss in a row. This is when they were like, "Fuck, what's happening?" Because the first two, it was like two games, but then this third game, they were like, "Hold on, what in God's name's happening?" Drake was going nuts. It was awesome. Okay, should we dive into some trivia?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. So this first one, is going to be shot for shot. Steve, we'll start with you. Basically, we're gonna try and get all the players off the board here. I don't think we're gonna have to call it. I think we'll get everyone. So we'll see. There are 12 correct answers. And so you get one answer at a time, and we will write down the correct answers. And we can remind you of who's been said as well. So we'll go 1 point each correct answer here. Okay, so the category is, you know what? Sorry, I meant to say, this is important. 2 wrong answers. So if you get 2 wrong answers, you're out. So, but again, we'll see if that happens. So it's 12 right answers. Which players in NBA history have won? Which 12 players have won more than two Finals MVPs or more? 2 Finals MVPs or more. So there's 12 guys that have done at least 2.
Okay,
Steve, you get the
All
first
right.
crack.
well, let's just take the biggest layup there is, LeBron James.
LeBron James, yep, number 2 with 4 Finals MVPs.
I will go with our boy Kawhi Leonard. Did it with the Spurs and the Raptors.
That's right, Kawhi Leonard.
Kawhi's what, the only player, or like one of 2 players to win it with 2 teams?
Yeah, I think
He might be
2,
the only
maybe.
player to win with 2. Maybe there's another one. Anyways, maybe Kareem did it.
Yeah.
Anyways, carry on.
Okay, Steve.
We'll take the other GOAT, Jordan, please.
Michael Jordan's number 1 in this category.
Oh, I should have said Michael Jordan. Yeah, just to be clear.
Yeah. Oh, DeAndre somehow.
Oh yeah.
6 Finals MVPs. Okay, Jordan's off the board.
I will roll with Kobe Bean Bryant.
Kobe Bryant also has won twice.
Maybe that's let's go with Hakeem Olajuwon.
Hakeem Olajuwon, yes, has won 2 as well. So Hakeem the Dream, yeah, that's we got 5. No wrong answers so far.
Give me Shaquille O'Neal.
Shaq also correct. So,
Which also, please tell me we all saw that thing on TNT where he had to rush off to use the bathroom. Did you see this?
I did.
Yeah. Go poo.
Yeah, and then they had like a porta potty there the next time.
That's hilarious.
Those boys are having fun. It's
Yeah,
good.
that's
They are.
Don't
joking.
need to use the washroom around them.
Yeah, they'll get you. They'll notice when it's on a live broadcast.
I was running to the big board and I took a shit.
Luckily, it was not on a run to the big board.
Okay, who's that?
You just said Shaq. That's why we're talking about shitting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Those hand in hand, Shaq and shitting.
Exactly. How about Tim Duncan?
Tim Duncan, yes, he's got 3
Okay. Good.
So we've listed 7.
Yeah. So we got Kawhi, LeBron, Jordan, Kobe, Hakeem, Shaq, Duncan.
Give me Larry Legend, Larry Bird.
Yeah, Larry's got
You
2.
got it.
Well, stay same era. Then we'll go Johnson. Magic, that is.
Yes, Magic Johnson has 3.
This may bite me in the butt because I don't know if the Finals MVP was introduced at this time, but how about Bill Russell?
Bill Russell, that is going to bite you in the butt because yes,
Really?
I think it's like an era thing. Yeah, he's not.
Yeah.
I would have absolutely said that.
You're both wrong on this answer and very insightful because I do think it's one of those awards that has like a intro time.
Yeah.
I have no idea
so-
when that is, though. I guess post Bill Russell, but that's fascinating. So, how many more do we need? We need another 4?
So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's 2 guys left.
Oh, there's only 2. Oh, okay. That makes me feel better because
No, I'm sorry, 3 guys left. We got 9.
okay. Still grasping. That's interesting. Okay, how about John Havlicek?
Incorrect. No Havlicek.
Actually, I think Havlicek is one of the guys who famously has not won one.
Oh,
Havlicek?
don't
Yeah,
say
that's a good
that.
guess. I would have.
Don't say that was
Celtics just won
famous.
so many titles.
No, I'm wrong. 74, he did win it.
I'm like running back through all the recent championships. Oh, have we not said Kevin Durant yet?
KD is correct.
No.
KD,
Of course.
he's got
Good
2. There's
It's like
2
won it
left.
before the Raptors. There you go.
Yeah.
Right.
I thought, I was so clearly, as you could tell by my Havlicek guess, that I thought we were out of the modern era. I forgot about, Kevin Durant, sure.
So only 2 left now, correct?
Or
Only
1.
2 left.
Oh, 2 now. We got now 2.
And each of you has a strike, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Oof.
I'm like, God.
Let me get my second. How about? I don't know. How about Dr. J? Me, Julius Erving.
Dr. J
Correct.
is unfortunately incorrect. So Steve,
That's a good guess.
I don't even know if they had. If he got how many
Steve,
championships?
you're
did
out.
he go
Steve,
to?
you were a heavy. You're,
I wasn't
now you're
alive then.
now you're a light.
Yeah, I'm light now.
Okay,
I'm
so
so
Chris has
There's
has
2
a
left.
shot here. There's 2 left.
Dr. J never won a Finals MVP.
Wow.
Have we said? Just like going through legends. Have we said Kareem Abdul-Jabbar?
We have
Oh,
not, and
not.
we got Kareem for you, and then you got one more guess. Might as well fire away. See if you can get an extra point here.
My initial guess was like, oh, it's like Isaiah Thomas, but I think he only won 1. I think Dumars won the other one, like during the Bad Boys era. I'm just like running through teams, man. Like who won in the 70s? I'm just did the Knicks win too? Maybe it's like I don't know, like Walt Frazier.
Great
Maybe.
guess. Great guess. It's
You're
Willis
so
Reed.
close. It's
Willis
Reed. You're
Was it? It
you're
wasn't
the
a
right-
Nick.
Yeah, you're the right,
Wow.
you're right
Oh.
team.
I wouldn't have guessed Willis Reed, but yeah, it was like the Knicks won.
I would
one.
not have guessed Willis Reed either.
Yeah,
that's the
there's no
one-
way. Yeah.
Only one I wouldn't have got. Yeah.
Okay,
But
so the
good
first
job.
shot for shot there. We got
nice.
Chris with 6 points, Steve with 5 points.
Good pulls.
I think I've already beaten
Okay,
my
let's,
score from last time, so let's just call it, hey, gentlemen.
Yeah,
It's
you're
been fun.
you're heavy. You're heavy. Steve's a light.
I'm looking to put on
okay,
some
so-
pounds.
We will do for you for this one. We're going to do 2 points. We're going to do 2 points. There's 8 correct answers, same format. Chris, we're going to start with you. So for this one, which sticking with MVP-ish, which MVPs have never won a championship? So we're gonna go one for one. So which MVPs have
these are
never?
Regular season
Mm.
MVPs.
Sorry,
right?
that's right. That's right.
Yeah,
Thank you,
just
Eddie.
to
Yeah.
clarify.
Right, right, right.
Ooh.
Regular season MVPs.
I feel like I have a okay.
Who've not
This is
won a championship.
before you began that because that made me think of it. Isn't there someone who won the Finals MVP even though they're on the losing team?
Yeah.
Kerry West, wasn't it?
That's right.
Yes, yep.
I knew it was one of those old guys that had. That's a cool fact.
Well, yeah, I know
You gotta be
Iguodala.
damn good.
That's
He's
not
the
my
Ron
guess, by the way.
Hextall of, Ron Hextall of the NBA.
So
Ron
so
Hextall.
regular season MVPs that have never won an NBA championship, correct?
That's right.
All right,
There's
let's
eight-
start it
there's
off
8
with
of 'em.
let's start with one of the more famous ones, Joel Embiid.
Joel Embiid is
Oh,
correct.
yeah. Nice. How about my boy Steve Nash?
Mhm.
Steve Nash is correct.
Yep.
Wish you did.
Yeah. Me too.
I will take James Harden.
James Harden also correct.
True. Do we get strikes on this one too?
Yeah, we're good. We're the same system. 2
Same
strikes.
How about I'll go Derrick Rose. Did he win
Derrick
the finals?
Rose. Yep,
Yeah.
correct.
Oh, nice.
I sort of thought
I
he'd be
will
forgotten about.
Yeah, I would have forgot about Derrick Rose. Yeah. Give me
Great M&M's.
Russell
Forget about
Westbrook.
Derrick Rose.
Westbrook. Yep.
That's what I was seeing when you said Harden. I was like, damn, did he win one too? He did. How about like a older? Oh, how about Allen Iverson?
Allen Iverson. Yep.
Yes. Nice. You guys are
Damn
doing
it, that was
great.
my guess.
Yeah, you guys are crushing us.
So we've said
So 6
4
have
or
been
5.
named,
Yeah,
and we're
Yeah, you have,
missing
six to eight.
you have six of the 8. No strikes, no wrong answers.
Oh, we have 6 of
Wow.
the 8.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's two guys left.
Charles Barkley.
Yep.
Yes.
Oh,
very
true.
good. Okay.
Barkley.
I don't know if he won an MVP, but I know they had good eras and never won. So I'm gonna go with Karl Malone.
Karl Malone. Yep. You guys burned the
Finishes it
category,
off.
baby.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hey, nice
Good job, my
going.
friend.
Karl Malone and Steve Nash, the only 2-time regular season MVP winners who never won a championship.
Wow. So does that mean everyone kind of older than the 90s, all those MVPs won championships? Because that's what I was worried about if there was someone older than the
They were
90s.
just so much better.
I think so. I mean, according to Stat Muse, anyways.
Yeah.
Actually, no. You know what? This is Wikipedia, so I think they got it.
I think we
Why-
can trust Wikipedia.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
they've never let us down before.
Yeah, they never let us down. Come on.
P.S. The NBA Finals was introduced in 1969. The Finals MVP.
Oh,
okay.
Finals MVP. Okay.
First year that was given out. Yeah.
What about you know what? Well, while you're poking around there, Andy, what about regular season MVP? I wonder if was that like from the get go? There's always been a regular season MVP.
Okay, I'll check it out.
There's
I feel
always
like-
been a clutch player of the year. We know that. That goes back to
Yeah. Clutch player is like ever
Husky
since,
days.
Yeah, I was gonna say Husky Knickerbockers. There's a clutch player there.
Who was the clutch player there?
The
Who
NBA
to get the ball
MVP,
stuck in the basket.
it's been given since the 1955-56 season.
Oh,
Okay, which I'm
So
pretty
it's
sure is
pretty much always existed. Yeah.
damn.
okay. So
Carry on.
sorry, go ahead, Andy.
No, I was gonna say that now the MVP is called the Michael Jordan Trophy.
It is.
Yeah, they changed
No
all
one
the
calls
names.
it that though. Yeah.
Yeah, no one calls it that, and it's wait, that's the regular season or the finals MVP?
Regular season.
Yeah, regular season.
Bill Russell Award is still the Finals MVP.
Oh, which is
Ironic,
that is ironic because
because
I know that
as
there's
we
an
now
award.
know,
I know Magic is an award. I think.
For the Western
Um,
Conference MVP.
Oh, that's what it is. Yeah, and then I know if there's a Steven Adams award too. Like if you eat a bunch of steaks every day. Um,
I'm trying to win that.
That's my most. Sorry,
That
I'm
used to be called the
obsessed
Oliver
with that.
Miller Award, but then
Yeah.
they were like, actually, that's good.
But I'm just so obsessed with it. This came out, I think, when he joined Memphis, like just like a random quote. They're like, "Oh, what's it like playing with Steve Adams?" It's like, it's awesome. He's hilarious. He eats 2 steaks every single morning, and I'm like, that's just out of
That's
control.
a man's man
And I just picture him eating like raw uncooked steaks, and
Just
I love it.
tearing at it at his like, really nice kitchen table, like in like an overly modern home.
The
Yeah,
fact that it's the
Blood dripping down
morning
his
is
face.
what's weirder to me.
yeah, for me,
yeah.
for me, yeah,
For Steven
for
Adams,
sure.
I'm like,
It's
sure,
the
big
morning.
guy, but waking up with it?
Yeah, he's breathing it in.
Steak and eggs again, Steven?
Yeah.
Forget
I
the
don't need
eggs,
eggs.
mate.
Yeah.
Don't need them.
Vegemite steaks now.
Put the Vegemite in the steak and give it
The
to
blood
me.
of my enemies.
But he's a New Zealander, so I don't know. Do New Zealanders what's their deal? Like,
Yeah, they just call it Vegemite. Yeah.
do they also eat Vegemite? New Zealanders.
Oh, that's what you're wondering. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, we're never gonna figure
Maybe
that out. But
You stopped us cold on that. Now we don't have it. We don't know.
okay, sorry. Do you know?
No, of course not.
That's why it stopped cold.
Hey, who's the only
No
player to win the
Vegemite
MVP
facts.
unanimously? Anyone got it?
Steph.
Curry?
Curry?
Correct.
I don't know.
Wow.
Who are the only
Weird.
two to only miss that by one?
LeBron.
LeBron, yeah. And
Kawhi.
Giannis?
Jokic?
Shaq.
Hmm.
Wait,
else is
sorry.
99, 2000.
Sorry, MVP or Finals MVP?
Just regular season MVP.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess during like we all forget that like during the Jordan years, there were so many haters. Because like you always see people being like, man, everybody hates LeBron. And it's like, man, during the Jordan's prime, there was always
Yeah.
people being like, it's Clyde Drexler and like it's Carmelo. Like there was always like naysayers with Michael Jordan as well. Like people, I think but like time has kind of washed that away.
Yeah, they
absolutely.
don't have docs about
I feel like Jokic is going to be in that same boat soon enough. It's not like Shea didn't deserve it this year, but like Jokic had the greatest offensive season of any player ever, and he's probably not going to win it. But he's considered the greatest in the world, right? People are just like, we know he's great. Give it to Clyde Drexler over there.
Well, yeah, both Carmelo's MVPs. As much as I love him, some of Steve Nash's MVPs. People are sort of like maybe that was.
I mean, there's that one that Shaq probably should have won.
Yeah, there's and Tim, but it's boring, right? If it's like if the whole history was sort of like Duncan, Shaq, Kobe, LeBron, Jordan.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it just makes sense personally, but like, it makes sense that if a guy is the best player in the league, that he's probably the best player for 2 or 3 years. Like that's how long a player's prime is. Whatever. So it makes sense that they would hit that peak. It would last about 2 or 3 seasons, so they'd win that many in a row. Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
it's true.
Here. Okay, so this last category, what we're gonna do is you're gonna call the year, and you're gonna take a first stab at it, and then it's gonna be that wasn't a buzzer, that was my dryer. Yeah, my baby's a closer dry. So yeah,
It's a little Italian.
About your wife too.
Yeah, it was a little Italian. And we're eating pasta when he wakes up.
He spilled pasta on his clothes.
Yeah, and he couldn't make it to the porta potty. Shit all over the big screen. Yes,
all over the big screen is crazy.
It just exploded upwards.
I'm just doing Minority Report with references that we've had so far today.
Yeah.
That's fine, man.
That's
I just love those Tom Cruise gloves, where he was just sort of like
you grab him with the 3 fingers, yeah.
That's cool.
Oh
the
God,
pre-cogs are like, this bath is cold,
Get me out.
Okay, I think we're doing good. If I'm talking pre-cogs, I'm in the zone.
If we're mentioning pre-cogs, things are really rolling.
Okay, I love it. Oh, here we go. This category is going to be 2 correct answers, 2 players, and the category is during the playoffs. There's been 6 duos that have scored 40 points in a game, the same game. So there's only been 6 teammates that have ever done this in playoff history. I've given you the years in advance. I'm gonna just say the years for all of the listeners. So it's happened in 1962, happened in 1988, it happened in 1995, it happened in 2000, in 2016, and then the last time it has happened was 2018. So 40-point games.
So
Steve,
sorry, you they both scored 44 games?
yeah.
Wow.
They both scored at least 40 points in a game. It's only happened 6 times.
Oh,
Uh,
right. See, okay, it's not the same. It's not the same game.
Sorry, it is the same.
No,
game.
it's the
It
same
is the
game.
same
Yeah.
game. Two
Yeah.
players
They both
scored
had
40
40
points
this-
in the
Oh,
same
Yeah.
game.
40 in the same game.
On
yeah.
the same
Yeah.
team. Yeah.
God
Yeah,
damn.
on the same team. So yeah, like at
Okay.
least 80 points between the two of them.
That's nuts.
Like Jordan and Pippen scoring 40 each. That is not one of
Yes.
them, but just that's
Yeah, oddly enough, that is not one of them. That's a big clue.
Yeah.
Well, damn it.
Um,
There goes my second, third, and fourth guess.
yeah.
I have a feeling it was probably just Jordan dropping like high 40s
Yeah,
and 50s
like
and shit. Maybe wasn't room for Pippen to.
Might as well
But anyhow,
roll with Luke Longley and just feeding the big man.
yeah. Oh my God, it's Luke Longley somehow. 41 points.
Bill Wennington with 44 points.
Oh man.
Wow.
Big Bill Wennington. Okay, so
Interesting.
Steve, I'm gonna give you the first crack at this one. Heading into this final round, we got Chris with 14 points, Steve with 13 points. This is gonna be here's what we're gonna do for this one.
Yeah.
It's 1 point per correct player, but if you come in to steal, that's like gonna be a 2-pointer. And if you pick a
Okay.
year and you get both players wrong, that's like whoever's coming in to steal has a potential 4 points. So we'll see if we get some weird numbers, some weird swings, and if I can remember the math that I just made. Okay, so
Well,
Steve,
Nothing special if you just get it right off the bat.
yeah, if you just get
Nothing
if you
special for that shit.
that's
Just
right, we
knowing
don't-
it? No. That's not what
Yeah,
this is
just knowing it. Fuck off.
I wish that there was one of these that was like I felt like was a gimme. I don't feel that, but I'm gonna do my best and hope my years are right. I think let's say 2016.
Okay, so sorry. So just tell me the year, and then I'll give you more
Well,
details about it.
Oh, I see. Oh, I thought I was trying to pick the team, and I was like, oh,
No,
so-
That's why
no.
I was like, well, this is so hard. But yeah, okay, now this makes more sense.
Yeah.
So this is the classic
it could
Freddie
technically-
explain.
In my
Only a
head,
little
it was
bit.
like had to
You're
be a finals team, but I guess not.
No, doesn't have to be a finals
Oh.
team.
Damn,
Right.
it's
I
harder
think it
then.
has happened in the finals, but okay. So you're going
has.
for 2016.
Sure.
So both players scored 41 points. They played for Cleveland, and they did it against Golden State, the Golden State Warriors. So both players
Well,
played for Cleveland.
My guess stands then at LeBron and Kyrie.
LeBron and Kyrie is correct. So 2016 is
That's the only reason I had that was I was like, at least I know that was a year that they played.
I feel like
Okay.
Twitter reminds you of that fact like once or twice a year. Like it just goes viral. Like, yeah, they
That's
scored
it,
40
40?
plus points in a game.
That's
How
pretty
many
sweet.
points
The
is it worth
finals.
if you get them both
So
back?
that's 2 points just for knocking it off right away. So that's 2 points for Steve, and 2016's off the board. We got 2018, 2000, 1995, 1990, and 1988 and 1962. What do you want to go for, Chris?
Give me just the most recent one. Was it like 2018?
2018. So 2018, one player got 47 points. Another player got 41 points. Both of these players played for the New Orleans Pelicans, and they did it against the Portland Trail Blazers.
Okay, so this was the one I think I remember. And if I'm completely wrong on both fronts, my bad. Give me Anthony Davis and Drew Holiday.
Bang, bang. So I thought this was a really hard one, but yeah, I don't know if you have some, maybe it's in your algorithm where it's reminding you all the time, but like the fact that one of them is Drew Holiday, I was like, what? I don't
I feel like I
that,
saw this
but-
somewhere. Yeah, that's how it like. I remember like Drew Holiday scored 40, like along with
And
AD
those-
at that time. That's crazy.
And those Pelicans teams didn't do much. So this
I was
must have been
gonna
like
say,
a first
first round, right? Yeah, it must have been.
Yeah.
April
Yeah.
21st. So yeah.
round. Yeah.
Wow.
That's right. Yeah. So Chris, that's 2 points for you. So both these ones off the board. Steve, 2000, 1995, 1988, or 1962.
Okay, let's go backwards in time. We'll go 2000.
2000. Okay, so 2000, both players scored 40 points, and they played for the Indiana Pacers. They did it against the Philadelphia 76ers on May 6th.
Okay, I'll say Reggie Miller. I don't know if I don't really know when. Yeah, I'll say Jermaine O'Neal.
Okay, so you got one right. Reggie Miller is one of the players. Jermaine O'Neal is not the other player. So Steve gets 1 point here, and Chris gets to come in for the steal for this 2000 Indiana Pacers team. We got Reggie Miller, and the other player. Take a stab at it.
So I can just take a guess about who the second player is. Like it's not.
That's right. Yeah.
Jalen Rose.
Jalen Rose is correct.
Nice.
Got
it.
Got it.
Wow.
So that's 1 point for Steve there, 2 points for Chris.
So getting it in second is worth 2 points?
That's steal. Like if you steal it, it's 2 points.
That's harsh, but
kind of wanted it to be Rick Smith, so I could say Rick Smiths,
but so pretty tight game. So we got Chris 18, Steve 16. So Steve picked that one. So Chris, you're picking this one.
Yeah.
So on the board still, we're basically have just been going backwards, but 1995, 1988, and 1962.
95.
95. Okay. So one player got 41 points. The other got 40 points. Both those players played for the Houston Rockets, and they did it against the Utah Jazz on May 5th, 1995.
So I mean, I think my gut just says Hakeem and Clyde, but I'm gonna go with Hakeem, and I feel like I should just throw in a random name. If it was Hakeem and Clyde, I feel like that would be too easy. But watch it be Clyde. I'm gonna go with Kenny Smith.
Kenny Smith. Okay, so you got Hakeem for 1 point, and the second guy is not Kenny Smith.
Wow.
Fair enough.
I feel foolish if I didn't say it then.
Steve?
Yeah, give me Clyde.
It certainly is Clyde.
It is Clyde.
It's Clyde.
That was generous of you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
That was
Talk yourself
awesome.
out of that one. Talk yourself out of it.
My Steve Nash time.
Yeah, it's hard if you're watching on YouTube. Like I'm gonna watch that back to be like, if I have like a poker tick, I think that's when I'm gonna see it. Like I'm gonna focus in on that moment because I'm like, I wonder what my face was like. Because
I thought the same thing. I was like, usually I'm like, like because I thought you got it, but I just
because I feel like I just froze there.
Yeah,
you did set me up where you said like I'm not gonna say this, so I was like, okay, I feel like that gave me the like, okay, chill, Freddie.
Yeah.
That moment was about us.
Yeah, it was about us. Thanks, Andy.
It was about our
okay, so Steve, there's 2 left here. We got 1988, 1962.
Let's go ancient. Let's go 62.
62. Okay. So one of these guys got 45 points and the other one got 41 points. They played for the Los Angeles Lakers and they did it against the Detroit Pistons, March 29th, 1962.
Oh man.
Yeah. It's like
60s.
it's like
Time
the
to
one
name
team
some
where
old
it's like,
guys.
yeah, I know the players, but it could be
do
maybe
I?
a lot of different players.
I don't know. Okay, I'm just gonna say it's I'm mixing up my Bobs. Give me Bob. Give me Bob Pettit and Jerry West.
Bob Pettit, Bob Pettit, and Jerry West. One of those is correct. Jerry West is correct. The other is Bob Newhart. But
the other one's Bob and Weave.
Yeah, the other one's Bob and Weave. It's a play. People forget about him. But Jerry West is correct, so that's 1 point for Steve. And then Chris coming in for a 2-point steal, potentially.
St. Louis Hawks fans absolutely gnashing their teeth at that Bob Pettit inclusion in the Lakers history.
There's a lot of them.
By the way. Yeah, Bob Pettit, not a Laker.
I had to it's like Bob Pettit a Laker. Yeah, that it took me back there. So if Jerry West is one, I'm just gonna guess like Elgin Baylor.
Elgin Baylor is correct.
Good one.
Elgin Baylor is correct.
Well, I'm thinking of so Bob Cousy didn't play the Lakers either, did he? 0 for 2 on Bob's.
Actually, the polar opposite.
He did.
He played
he's
Celtics.
He's a Celtic for life.
Oh, that's what I thought, which is why I did not say that, Bob. I was trying to think about old Bob, but neither were Lakers. No, okay.
Old
Bobs.
My dad was born, I think, in '62, and his name's Bob. So
hey, Bob,
him out there too. You know, he could have.
When you said Bob, I was like, please say Robert Horry. That would be dope.
old shot Bob. Okay,
1988 remains.
All right.
So heading into this last one, Chris 21, Steve 18. Chris, you can seal the deal here. If you get neither, then based on my weird score, Steve, you can come in and maybe do something here. Okay, so the last one is 1988. One player got 42 points. The other one got 41 points. They played for the Houston Rockets, and they did it against the Dallas Mavericks on April 30th, 1988.
88 Rockets?
88.
Ooh, just give me the Towers. Give me Elijah Wan. Give me Sampson.
Okay, so you got Elijah Wan. But it's not Ralph Sampson.
Okay.
So Chris 1 point. You got a 2-point steal, Steve.
Yeah. I'm gonna level with you. I don't know if I could name another 88 Rocket.
Exactly.
Sleepy Lloyd.
Sorry, I've never seen Andy hint that aggressively.
Jeez.
And you got really close. It's Sleepy Floyd.
Floyd, that's his name.
Sleepy Floyd. I don't know why Sleepy Lloyd.
I just couldn't believe that was such a your hint. I was like, there's only guy's named Sleepy.
I don't know why Sleepy Lloyd is like so funny. Sleepy Floyd is like, this is serious.
Sleepy Lloyd
was the one let her off. That was
Sleepy Lloyd. That's comedy. Sleepy Floyd, dead serious.
Yeah, it's a real
Sleepy
guy.
Floyd basketball player. Sleepy Lloyd cop.
Yeah.
Cover as a basketball player.
Well, guys, that brings us to the end of this one. Chris, the winner with 22 points. Steve with 18 points, and there was no way for me to get in the action here, so I got 0 points. It's pretty rough.
Imagine at the end of Wheel of Fortune, every time not Pat Sajak anymore, but the host was just like, and I got nothing. So
he's like sad about it every time.
Hey, you got $20,000 today, and you won the jackpot, and I came away with $0.
I'd respect him more if he did that, you know?
Yeah, right. Ryan Seacrest, get into it.
Oh, Ryan Seacrest. Well, hey guys, thank you both for playing. Andy, thank you. Everyone at Raptors Republic, thanks for checking it out. Subscribe, all that good shit, and follow us, comment about us, on us, I guess. You know what I mean? Have some friends. Have some fun. Have some friends. Okay.
Friends.
Have some friends. Comment on them about us.
Have some friends. Comment with them. Have some lunch. Okay. Yes. Thanks, everybody.
That's great.
Peace out, and we will see you next week.